Hoi hoi chummers, this is Dan the GM, and I'm welcoming you to Season 2 of What the Dice. This season is all Shadowrun, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you meet our runners.
I'm Tizzy. I play Voltage. Guns are cocked and loaded.
Lyle here. I play Cowboy. He's wanted dead or alive.
I'm Ethan, and I play Cypher, and what do you mean I can't solve this problem with an axe?
Hi, I'm Jared. I play P. Dexter. Error 404 not found.
Nightlin here, and I play Sparkles, that satyr that has the impulse control of a ferret and a belt full of grenades. What could go wrong?
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language. Sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
The screen comes into focus. We find ourselves as a security camera, slowly panning across this large room with cubicles set up. All the lights are off except for one in the center. The camera zooms in and we see that same nondescript elf. His tie has been loosened, his jacket is off, and he is furiously typing away at some kind of email or some kind of document. The words are rather hard to see with the flicker of the screen. We see that he reaches down, picks up a can of what looks like some kind of energy drink. Taking a sip, he sets it down. We notice earbuds in his ears. And as we pan over and get closer, we can hear the familiar static of radio interruptions via the Matrix. The elf pulls the earbud out, looks at it, looks at the receiver, and puts the earbud back in, as we hear the crackle and pop of the pirate radio station taking over. Well, my friends, welcome. Do not fear, it is I, Ed Sparks. I have once again taken over the airwaves to bring you the truth and tell you what's going on. Now, last we spoke, we gotta meet the new team. We got a satyr, an elf, and a troll. Now these are all mix-match soloists that are now needing to get a team up together to work if they want to make any money in the goldenest of cities, the Golden City. Now, they're all deciding to take up this solo work with a Johnson, known as Keni Ken. And we don't know what to expect, but, you know, every job has got his Johnson. And every Johnson's got a cork. Well, let's see what kind of cork this one has. So, stay tuned, my friends. And let's get back to our tale. So, as we come in, what is the order that everyone is walking down this alleyway? Now, this is a standard alleyway. This is big enough for two semis to sit next to each other.
I mean, Sparkles is kind of loud and proud and tends to lead the pack, so unless someone's walking in front of her, or next to her, she's probably in front.
Yeah, I'm probably like in the middle somewhere.
I'm gonna stand behind the troll. No one said second, so I'm gonna stand behind the troll.
Ethan's the troll, I'm the satyr.
Oh, the satyr. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're right behind me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you're taller than me, you can see over me.
I'll go next.
Okay, and then Voltage is bringing up the rear.
Okay.
As you all turn the corner and are around the back of this Stuffer Shack, the putrid smell of the Stuffer Shack dumpster fills your nostrils with this pungent, sickly sweet of decay, of old soy Ritos that expired that are just tossed back there, broken cans of sodas and beers And that mix that you just can't get anywhere else but from behind the stuffer shack. It makes you sick, it makes you nauseous, and for some weird reason it really makes you want a soy Rito. And you don't know why.
Yeah, Sparkles is just gonna mumble under her breath going, oh, should have brought my gas mask.
That is a powerful stench.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone else want a Sorito, though?
Okay, I love my soy, but ugh.
I'm gonna Cowboy's gonna pull up his bandana to cover his face to try to help.
As you all turn the corner and you see this elf, average size elf, a little bit shorter. He's got brightly colored pants on, kind of would remind you of what we would know as trip pants, except they don't have the telltale chains. They are hanging down past his ass. He's holding on to the front. He's got a mesh shirt that looks like it shouldn't be mesh, but it looks like he cut it up to look like mesh. His arms are covered in tattoos, and some of them have a glow to them, some of them don't. He has got a cybernetic eye. His head on one side is completely shaved down to the skin where you can see his data jacks. The other side are dreads, but they are not real dreads. You could tell from a distance that these are fake dreads. They are probably actually weaved into his natural hair, because there's not an elf on Niratova that has the hair thick enough to make this look. And of course, his ears are tipped in this cheap looking silver. Maybe a tin, but it's definitely supposed to copy the look of someone who has some cybernetic implants. He is kind of bopping around back and forth. You can see an earbud in one ear. His eyes kind of have this distance and this look of he's probably rolling on something, and probably something cheap. And he's just bopping around, kind of just mumbling to himself. Would anyone like to do anything?
We're all gonna die.
Totally rolling gang knowledge.
Okay. Give me them bones.
4 hits.
With 4 hits, you kind of look and you're like, hey, that looks like that's not right. That's not the right gang. Wait, no, that's not right. Is that a gang symbol from the Runner TV show? Yeah. There's one gang symbol on him that kind of looks legit, and it's one of the ones that are glowing, so it's clearly like a LED or some kind of cyberware tattoo. Something that can be changed with a little bit of hacking job from inside his head. Some of these tattoos don't even look like they're real tattoos. They look like they're Sharpied on.
Poser.
Yeah. Now, everyone in the Shadowrun world knows of elf posers and oak posers, and this guy is a ganger poser, and he is pretty loud about it.
I think Cowboy's just gonna shake his head and not say anything.
So what kind of work do you think this poor loser is about to give us?
Something involving a shovel in the garbage back here?
With himself?
Possible.
One word, guys. Collateral.
Yep, I agree. We ready for this? Last chance before turning around.
Well, considering that no one seems to have any work unless we've already got a team, we might as well at least see what this guy's offering before walking off.
Yeah, let's see what the man has to say before we just ditch him.
Oh yeah, I need a job.
Alright, anyone want to take lead on talking, or you want me to do it?
I don't know. Like Dexter said, we do need some work, but I know from the person that I was talking to, I couldn't get any work unless I had a team. And if all y'all needing some work and this guy doesn't shell out what we need, I can tell him we have a team and possibly get us a different job.
You've got my ear. I mean, you need something hacked, I'm your man.
Well, let's just hear this man out first, and then if it don't turn out the way we want it, then we'll just go and we'll be a team, in quotations, and get another job.
Sounds good.
I am curious what he has to say. This has got to be good. He's loud enough about it.
All right. Anybody want to be the talker?
Hey, you over there, posing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Sparkles is gonna face palm.
Jumping out the window.
As you yell that out, Keni Ken kind of snaps. His eyes kind of focus in on you as he kind of has this swagger up, takes a couple of steps, and he smiles. Hey guys, hey, you, yeah, Keni Ken's got the work for you guys. Yeah, you got the runners, right? You gonna go run the shadows for me? Yeah, I got some work for you. Yeah, you need some work?
Immediately, when that comes out of this man's mouth, you see her LED eyes, which has just been a standard, line with a little loop underneath of it, go to wide freaking circles.
Can you talk a little slower?
No, man. We Keni Ken's got not too much time, man. Keni Ken's looking for work. Keni Ken's looking for runners to do this job. Now, Keni Ken needs people to do this job, and I got a time limit. So, you runners, you need work? I got it for you. What you say, huh? Come on, work with Keni Ken.
Keni Ken, can you please take whatever it is that brings you down from this so we can have a conversation?
You see Keni Ken kind of look at you for a moment, and he kind of starts to stop bobbing for a moment, and then kind of stops, and then picks it right back up. As he reaches into his pocket and injects himself in the thigh, you hear as he kind of calms down a bit, but not by much.
Can I do a check to see what's making him jumpy?
You have knowledge drugs.
I am curious what he just stuck himself with.
If you give me
I've got biotech and I've got medicine.
Do medicine.
That is 2 hits. Oof.
2 hits. With 2 hits, he's definitely on some uppers, and he probably hit himself with some kind of downer to bring himself down, but...
Mad respect. It's what I asked for.
Yeah, but it's most likely some kind of, street concoction of who knows what. I mean, he could also be injected. He could have been super raving high on a bunch of energy drinks and just hit himself with some
Big Bubble.
Yeah. He bought Big Bubble Extreme Edition.
Oh God.
Now with extra sugar.
I bet that stuff boils down into a hell of a drug.
So Keni Ken has slowed down a little bit. His eyes are still pretty glassed over though. So, what do you guys want to do?
What do you have for work?
Keni Ken's got this job. You see, I got a buddy. His deck got fried. He's a little fragged up in the head right now. He's with a couple of my buddies, but I need to get him from point A to point B so that I can get my other buddy that's a street talk to take care of his brain. Because his brain's kind of fragged up because he got jacked in the Matrix, man. He was trying to do me a favor, and then now I got no favor. Now he's all fragged up, and I gotta get him fixed because he's my buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Keni Ken takes care of his buddies.
What kind of hack job are you trying to get him to do?
I mean, it's simple. I just need me a new sin. Keni Ken got caught trying to cross the borders into no man's land using my current sin, and yeah, apparently a low-rated sin don't get you through security too quick. It gets you flagged pretty quick, and man, do those Golden City guys just really run you. I mean, just run, and Keni Ken just outran him. I just dived into a dumpster and just kept hiding. Keni Ken's good like that, man. Keni Ken's really good. Like Keni Ken do that parkour, man. Keni Ken do that parkour.
At this point, my eyes look the exact same as Sparkle's helmet at the moment.
Now, Dan, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own sin, right? I know how...
Mm-hmm.
Do I know how difficult it is to make one of them?
It is incredibly difficult. People who do sins specialize in it.
Okay.
Now, you can get a hack job sin, which is rating 1, which is basically what we would know as a fake ID. Your picture on a piece of plastic. The higher the rating, the better it passes. He probably literally just had a piece of paper with his face printed on it.
Okay.
So, Keni Ken, how much are you?
Yeah. What's up, big man? What you got?
How much you willing to pay for this job?
Nah, see, this is Keni Ken's buddy, so I've already guaranteed. I've tried to ask around. No one's gonna tell Keni Ken what Keni Ken can pay. So Keni Ken's offering $8,000 each runner.
I'm in.
It's a simple milk run, man. It's a simple milk run. You take from point A to point B. The street dog take care of him, and you get paid.
I'm gonna get shot.
I mean, I'm in if it's as much as you say you're gonna pay. You gonna pay anything up front?
Nah, man. Nah. All at the end.
Where's our guarantee?
Keni Ken continues to bounce around. He's like, man, look, you ain't vetted. I don't know you from Drek. You either take the deal or you walk. It's $8,000 out the gate. Come on, man. You just do Keni Ken this savor, man. How about this? I'll sweeten the pot. You do this, I give you $8,000, and Keni Ken will do you a solid. Each one of you. Just let me know and I'll get it to you. Man, Keni Ken's got connections. Keni Ken's been all over the world, man. Keni Ken knows what he's doing.
Okay, you said point A to point B. What's point A and what's point B? And who are we protecting him from?
No, man. You're not protecting him from anyone. It's literally, you're going to an apartment, you're picking up my buddy, making sure he's alive, because his brain is fried, man. Like, his deck was just off. And man, his bed, he was just all jerking. Man, he was all messed up. You're taking him from that apartment to another apartment where the street doc's at to patch him up.
Okay.
Let's go. You better have the money. I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm in.
Voltage's jaw is just gonna drop and just can't fathom how he's still so jumpy and just looking with such a this face of like, we're really still talking to this guy.
Well, if everyone said, okay, we'll take the job, she's like, all right, we take him to the street dock and then what? Come back here, we call you.
He begins to shuffle around in his pockets. You see, some broken comm links. You see a couple burner phones. Eventually, he pulls out a contact chip and hands it to you, which would have his contact information. Here. This is Keni Ken's digits. You can give Keni Ken a call if you need any help. And then if after the job, Keni Ken will owe you all a favor, and then Keni Ken will take care of you. All you gotta do is call Keni Ken on his digits, and Keni Ken will answer.
She'll take the comm connection and be like, okay. And look around at everyone else and see if they're also wanting to go.
Well, we better get moving on this important job, guys.
Yep, doesn't sound too hard.
Keni Ken needs contacts.
She'll give him her burner contact.
Yeah, I'll pass mine on.
Alright, cool. Keni Ken's excited. This is the first time Keni Ken's gotten a chance to hire actual runners, man. This is Keni Ken's best day ever!
Jesus.
So after we've all backed away,
Nobody's just gonna walk out, yeah.
when they're out of earshot, she's gonna look around at the group being like, anybody else questionable as frack about this?
I'm kind of wondering how much dumpster juice he's been drinking.
Yeah.
If he's dead from whatever he's on, how are we supposed to contact him about his buddy?
Yeah, that's another good question. Also, this seems too easy for the pay.
Yeah, we're gonna get shot.
Think
Yeah.
that he has that kind of money?
That's what I was thinking.
There's 5 of
man.
us. Hey, was that like 40K?
Yep. I mean, I've seen stranger things happen, but even I'm a little skeptical here.
I mean, if Dexter wants to roll a medicine roll based on what he's been seeing, he could probably take an estimate on how much the drugs that he is on probably ran him.
You ain't gotta tell me twice. You don't have to beat me with a wet mop.
My red flags were milk run and high dollar amount mixed into the same sentence.
Yeah.
My red flags were brain damage, and he's non-responsive, and we need to get him somewhere. Who's trying to shoot me?
Yeah, I'm more worried about that. Like, why is he fried himself? Like, what's gonna happen if this guy ain't alive?
Three hits on that roll.
All right, with 3 hits, so it's clear Keni Ken's got to have some kind of Nuyen in his pocket because the drugs that he is on, he is cognitive, is able to hold a conversation and understand what is going on around him, as well as he had something to bring him down, which means he probably has a custom concocted street drug. Those aren't cheap.
Right. I'm also thinking that it costs a lot of money to look this cheap. And he's not dead yet from doing it in a dangerous part of town. So 8,000 is man, alright. If I get half of that, it was a good run.
True.
Yeah, exactly that.
Alright, so you pulled up in a truck pointing at Voltage.
Yeah.
We all pile in his thing, or are we going to take VTOLs?
Yeah, I mean, I need a ride.
Yeah, I think I can take a ride.
I can give a ride to everybody that needs one. Cowboy, you gonna have your bike or you gonna park it here?
No, I'll follow you.
Dibs on the bike!
Sounds good.
So 2 over with me?
Yep.
So before you guys progress, would you like to swap comm links numbers?
Yeah, share all the
Yeah,
content.
Yeah.
all the stuff.
All right. After a couple of quick minutes of swiping around and getting everyone's contacts connected, you now have a group chat set up as well as group calls. So you are all set up communication-wise.
We got each other's digits.
Winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, winning, working for the guy that's hiding behind in the dumpster, high on whatever.
No, new
Great way to
friends.
start.
New friends.
Hey, everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you the mid-roll. Now, I got a couple of quick things and a couple of promos, as per usual. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining us. It means an absolute ton that you tune in each and every week, each and every day. I'm not sure how you're listening. It doesn't matter. You're listening. That makes me happy, and I super appreciate it. Like, I cannot tell you how happy I am about that. Now, if you want to help support the show, there's a couple of different ways. The biggest way is you can head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice. We got 2 tiers, both of which are going to get you a shout out. But you can also just follow us to stay tuned of what we've got going on. Now, for those patrons who are supporting us, Lady Lumi and Ethan, thank you so much for all the support and love you give us. Now, I've got these 2 promos. Both of them, all their links in the description below. The first one is going to be Pride vs. Prejudice, a Shadowrun actual play podcast.
New York, 2072. Megacorps rule over everything from their gilded skyrakers, crushing everyone underfoot. Meanwhile, the metahuman population is squeezed between the corpse and the human supremacist polyclubs, until it boils over with the bombing of the Meta-Humanity Pride Parade. You know what that means, right, chummer? It's time to take pride against prejudice. Join a team of Shadowrunners thrown together by circumstance, trying to make a living in the cracks of the sprawl, as they find out who was behind the bombing and put a stop to the mastermind behind it and their plans, once and for all. Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Again, their links are down in the description. And of course, this other one, which is very apropos for spooky season, is Mystery Frequency. They are a little bit more storytelly. I've just started getting into their stuff, and I'm excited to see where things lead. So here's their promo.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Turn your dial to find the frequency of the past.
Captain Advice.
where the classic stories of mysteries, sci-fi, thrillers, and suspense are found waiting to be heard once again.
Another case for Nick Carter, Master Detective.
You'll find a variety of those stories here, in their original form, where each episode takes you to another place or time.
The Man of Bronze, Doc Savage.
But only when you find the mystery frequency. Available everywhere.
The Shadow knows.
And again, their links are down in the description. So that's all I have for the mid-roll. It is only a couple of days away until Halloween. If you are going out and doing anything, partying, taking kids out to trick-or-treat, whatever it may be, please be safe and enjoy that holiday. Now, that's it. I'm going to let you go and let you get on with this week's episode. And of course, as always, my friends, may the dice gods bless your every roll. What do you all want to do? Are you heading straight to this mystery apartment?
I think I'm gonna swing by and grab some of my gear and then head to the meetup spot.
Right. So what do you guys want to do for a meetup spot? Do you want to just pick a random, centralized hub that you all can grab your gear and meet up, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and get some gear too.
Same.
So yeah, I'll grab my gear, and it's just basically in a rifle bag that I kind of sling over my shoulders. I ride my bike back to our designated meeting spot, which I guess is probably kind of close to where the target is, but yeah.
We have the location of where this street dock is. Is it an apartment? I'm gonna look up this address that we're taking his buddy to.
So, after doing... Actually, give me a matrix search. You don't have matrix search,
No, but I have, area knowledge Golden City.
Give me that.
Nothing.
So, yeah, you are probably still very confused on the dealings with Keni Ken.
Okay.
His wild eyes, his constant moving, and then the fake tattoos. It was a lot. And it was a lot.
All right. Well, since she can't even think straight about where in the world this street dock is, she'll send out a group text to everyone being like, anybody know where about this location we're taking this guy to? Or do we even get a name as to who this street dock is?
Can't say I know the area well enough to tell you where this guy is or who that guy is.
Yeah, I don't know either. He said it's a local street dock, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that should narrow the search pretty significantly.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me a matrix search.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 successes. Yeah, it's a quick search. Looks like the place used to be owned by a guy named Maggot Mike, but he has since moved on to a different location, and it's being ran by Radfield.
Do I know who that is?
The new street dock in town. Looks like he mostly deals with busted up cyberware.
Okay. Well, I'll hit the comm link and share my findings with the group. I assume it has a location I can ping for them.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like the guy actually advertises on the Matrix he'll get your cyberware up and running to at least workable.
That's a bold claim.
He didn't say well usable, but usable.
It could be usable as in a doorstop at that point.
He doesn't specify how usable it is. It just says it will be usable when he is done.
Okay, so do I have information over Maggot Mike?
Maggot Mike has left the city. Ratfield is a street dock that specializes in getting cyberware to usable. And you got a ping letting you know where he's at. And did you want to search on where the other apartment of where the said target is at?
Yeah. I mean, if no one's already done it, I will definitely do that. Only got 2 hits that time.
Yeah, I only got 2 hits too.
That's pathetic. I rolled 14.
I'm also doing city knowledge.
All right. Tizzy actually has the most amount of hits. So between Sparkles and Dexter, you realize that, you guys are heading to the other side of the warehouse district, closer to the docks. Tizzy, as you look at the ping and you kind of sit and think about it, you remember looking at an apartment back here. This place is like scummy. Like scummy. Like there are no landlords. There are ganger territories. You move into a ganger apartment complex and you pay exorbitant prices to keep yourself off the radar.
I'll relay this information to the team.
Okay. When he mentions gangs, though, in relaying it, I'm gonna roll my gang knowledge since I'm like,
Okay.
and then start going through my brain there.
Yeah, go for it.
2 hits on gang.
So there are 2 gangs in this area. There are the Death Cycles, as well as the Blood Eaters. Death Cycles are a mixed group of metatypes, and the Blood Eaters are mostly orcs that are they actually get their teeth and tusks tattooed red.
That's pretty metal.
Both of them are pretty aggressive, but they're not the brightest. Usually the Golden City guards don't mess with them because for the most part, this is outside their jurisdiction. It's kind of like between this dead zone between the outside of the docks and the inside of the city. It's kind of this like weird, no one wants to claim it because it probably floods a lot there, being as close to the ocean as it is.
All right. After Tizzy sends, I'm assuming sending information in texts, yes? Or did
My relay?
How did you tell us? Like, were you group call, group text?
I'm assuming group text because I haven't heard just yet that we've all like come back together in.
Yeah, so this is back and forth while everyone's getting ready.
Right, yeah, so that would be in group text.
All right. So when you mention that it's in gang territory, she'll, like I said, rattle through her brain being like, if I remember right, and this is in text, 2 gangs, Death Cycles and Blood Eaters, both are aggressive and dumb.
Yeah, keep your guns loaded.
Yeah. 1 sec. Gonna check up on something. And she is going to send a text message to Riot.
I'll text back and say and ask, am I supposed to be bringing lethal?
Sparkles isn't responding to that just yet. Let somebody else. She ain't necessarily the leader. Somebody else can answer that one. But she's gonna send a separate text message to Riot being like, yo, what do you know about Death Cycles and Blood Eaters? Any good way to get through their territory?
You see the ... then it stops. Then you see the ... then it stops. Then you see another ... and then it stops and you get a message. Death Cycles are mostly a motorcycle gang. They're kind of they're kind of jokes. You can hear their bikes coming from a mile away, and it's not because their engine is good. It's because they rattle. A lot of them fight with like swords and clubs. And the Blood Eaters throw something shiny and they'll follow it. They're jokes. The only reason none of the gangs go after them is because they're jokes. No one wants them in their ranks. No one wants to deal with them. We're hoping for a good storm to just wipe out that area anyway.
All right, cool.
Why? What you doing?
Got a job, babysitting, transport, just going through their area.
You see the ... then it stops. And then you get a ... WTF. Really?
No one's hiring other than teams.
There's a long moment, and then you get the... Alright, fair. Anything else?
Nah, they're jokes. They're jokes.
Alright. Stay out of trouble. Or make trouble. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Have fun.
Trouble's my middle name. And she'll go back to the group text being like, apparently these two gangs are jokes.
Jokes as in funny haha, or jokes as in we shouldn't be too terribly worried about them?
Shouldn't be worried. One group, you can hear them coming from a mile away because their bikes are in poor condition, and the other ones just toss a shiny piece of anything and they'll go after it.
How are these guys even in control of this area?
No one else wants to be here?
Fair point. As to your question, Voltage, I mean, never hurts to be capable of putting them down permanently, but either way, it sounds like.
Never hurts to have a backup. On my way. Anybody want lunch?
What you thinking?
I could eat.
I can stop at a soy taco or some burger place.
I could eat.
Rally point.
I'll bring the snacks.
Alright. I won't say no to a meal.
Sparkles will make order a VTOL, go through a soy taco, order like a couple of large family taco things and a personal nacho with extra soy cheese and soy meat and some hot sauce, and then go to the rally point.
All right. So I'm assuming this rally point is probably just like maybe a park somewhere that you guys can just kind of meet up and eat, or is this like maybe a stuffer shack that you guys are just hanging outside of? Like, what's this rally point kind of look like? Who wants to describe the rally point?
I was thinking the rally point to be wherever the food was at.
Okay, so meeting up at the soy taco?
That's what I was thinking.
She'll wait there at the soy taco for everybody with all the food ordered.
Yeah, I'll pull up.
So, Sparkles, is this a soy taco that you regular at, or is this one that you know of through communications?
Through communications that's runner friendly.
Okay. So as you all arrive, you see this soy taco that is decorated in hard plastic seats with these bright blue and orange triangles with these loud and vibrant colors. There is the whatever passes as jazz music playing. You see the normal tell of most of these people are probably high on, something. They're not super high like Keni Ken, but they're definitely on something. You see a couple of deckers plugged in. They're definitely either playing Matrix games or doing something. And it's the crowd here seems to hang out a little longer than most people would at a fast food joint. As you all get to this location, there is a smorgasbord of soy tacos, both hard shell and soft shell, as well as the ever rare and exclusive soy taco pizza, which is really just two hard tacos with a bunch of toppings between them, but it tastes better than a normal hard taco. What do you all want to do?
Devour it.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash it.
I mean, yeah, hell of a meal here.
A lot better than my breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So after we're all done or in the midst of smashing our faces into the food, Sparkles will bring out, your white noise generator and set that on going. So what's the plan?
We go find this John Doe and get him to this street dock.
Yep.
Question is, do we know what shithole he's in?
I mean, they gave us an address.
Okay. How accurate do we think it is?
I mean, it's his buddy. And she
Oh,
tries to
yeah,
mimic his
yeah.
tone.
It's my buddy, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Buddy.
go pick up the buddy.
No.
What if-
with more high higher feeling there.
I can't, man. That's too much even for me.
What if he was dragging the word buddy out and he really meant body?
I mean, he's high enough, that's for sure. But, okay, so this guy is a decker. He fried his board. I'm worried that this guy's, like, dead already. But if
That's
he's
what
not,
I was thinking.
what are we, chucking him in your truck, pointing to voltage?
You know what also makes me wonder? If this guy is so, buddy or body still, why didn't Keni Ken move his bestest buddy to this guy himself?
Too stoned to drive?
Drag him down there.
Nah, he could have gotten straight if he wanted to. Something's up.
Oh, yeah?
That needle he stuck in his leg probably cost him a pretty penny.
Yeah? What do you think it was?
Like, what wasn't it?
Whatever petri dish they've cooked up on the street, probably. But cooked up it was. It wasn't cheap.
She'll nod and look back at Voltage going, so what's our plan? Get his buddy and chuck him in your truck?
I kind of don't want my truck to get shot at.
So do we want to get a VTOL then? Like, what's our plan? I doubt this guy's going to be able to walk.
Cab wouldn't appreciate us tossing a corpse in the backseat and asking him to drive around town.
A VTOL?
I guess they probably still frown him.
So you have VTOLs and you have what are called Johnny Cabs. Johnny Cabs are wheel-based, VTOLs are aerial-based. Now, Johnny Cabs are going to be cheaper. You can get a dog brain and it won't know what's going on. But there's usually some kind of like cleaning service if they find blood or any other chems inside. So you can do the public transit if you want.
Nah, frag it. We all need the money, and we probably don't have the money to get either of those two. We could throw them in the back of the truck.
I mean, if you're volunteering your truck, I can easily order a dog brain Johnny Cab.
Nah, it's okay. We can use the truck.
All right. And then what? Just show. Does this street doc we're taking him to even know where we're coming?
I suspect probably not.
Oh, I was gonna say we could just give him a quick call to let him know we're on our way.
Did we get a contact for that person?
Oh, I don't know. Dan, did we get the person's contact or no?
You did not get Ratfield's contact, but Dexter did look up the address, which gave you his information.
Okay, so we can contact him if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
In case it's a trap, let's not know what this let's not let this person know that we're coming.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
From what I was seeing, the street doc looks pretty reputable. But I don't know what we're picking up.
Well, I'd say we might as well get the show on the road and go find his buddy or body and go from there.
All right.
I'm with it.
So what's everyone good at so we know who to scream for if we need it?
If you want it shot or chopped with an axe, you can call me.
And what are they going to call you?
As in what? Just my character, my runner name?
Yeah, no one has given anyone's
That's
name.
true.
I thought we gave everyone our contact info and all that.
Doesn't mean it gave names. You can give a phone number without giving a name.
Good to know. You just yell Cypher, you got my attention.
They call me Cowboy for obvious reasons. And if you need something shot, especially at distance, I'm your guy.
Bike and a rifle. I like it. I'm Sparkles. I hit hard and I blow things up.
I'm Dexter. If you need it hacked, I got you. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, Petty's my middle name. If this guy doesn't pay us, I'm gonna ruin his life.
You'll get a smirk out of Sparkles on that one.
Ain't got no problem with that.
No issue here, man.
It's just voltage.
What you good at, Voltage?
He's got a truck.
All right, driver.
I can shoot too.
Mystery Man.
You can say that.
All right, well, roll out. Everyone full, or you want another round of tacos?
That's tempting, but I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to head on out.
As you all, I'm assuming 2 separate vehicles again?
No, if we're actually heading to the job, I'll just ride in the truck with everybody else. Unless they want me to bring my motorcycle to, like, provide backup of some kind. Up to the group.
I don't know. You think we're gonna need more than one getaway car? Even though yours is a bike and only like 2 people can fit on it.
Yeah, I think that, like... Yeah. I think I'll just ride in the truck with everybody.
Alright, dogpile in the truck it is.
As you all load into Voltage's truck and drive off towards this really badly kept area, you cut through, several city blocks of warehouses. Some of them under construction, others are busy with trucks and semis coming and going. You arrive at the pinged address that contains Keni Ken's body, or buddy, whatever he chose to say in his high stupor. And it's a old red stone. The stone is, well, what used to be red, but now is blackened with age. There's bullet holes riddling the walls. The windows are covered with plywood, and anyone that's ever worked the shadows, this just screams chiphead den, or maybe even a drug den, or it might even be both. It's hard to honestly say until you get inside. What would you all like to do?
She's looking out the window of the truck before stepping out.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, double check my easy to get to guns. Not my sniper, but my machine gun and my machine gun, my rifle and my pistol.
Hey, Dexter.
Yep.
Anything live going on in the Matrix or something we need to know about?
This place is a den of scum and villainy. I think the quicker we're into it, the quicker we're out of it.
Alright. Well,
I'm locked and loaded.
I'm prepped and ready as you all in the truck see her bright neons. Everything that was colored go black, including her dreads.
Nice.
That's cool. I'm underdressed.
Yeah, well, Deckers don't have to be as fancy as me in order to do a good job.
It's true. I could really sit at home on the couch if the jobs come to me.
It's gotta be pretty convenient at times.
Well, you also seem to have an idea about some drugs and decking, and if this guy's a decker as well, it might be good that you come up with us. In case, I don't know, you can jack in and...
Yeah, I'll go up.
Alright. You guys want me to lead? Or you want to take point, Sniper?
I'm not a meat shield. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
Yeah, I'm a sniper for a reason. I can get personal, but I'd prefer not to.
I can take lead. I think I've got a big enough axe. I think I can dissuade most of the idiots in there.
Alright, I'll follow behind you.
That way, and at least you get the advantage of that. I'm a giant walking wall in front of you.
I like that idea.
And if we need coverage, I got some smoke grenades.
All sounds good. Let's go.
Giddy up.
As the doors to the truck click open and the crew steps out for their first run as a would-be team of runners in the shadows. We call this episode Here. The frequency starts to slowly decay as this nondescript elf sitting in this cubicle in the Renraku office building late at night. Their eyes seem to be drawn to the receiver. Their focus is gone off their work entirely. Curious on this story, this broadcast. Not sure what this is. They've heard on the news of this strange pirate radio station and that it's a joke. But something doesn't feel like a joke. It feels more like a story. Something that is done intentional. Maybe some major advertising for some show, movie, or whatever. Or maybe even a theme park. As their mind kind of wanders off on the what ifs, the transmission crackles and a voice comes through.
Well, my friend. Now, if that don't beat all, seems as if these runners have decided to take Keni Ken up on his offer and do this run. Now, between you, me, and my Deca friends, we all got a gamble going. You see, I think that Keni Ken is setting them up to get iced. A couple of my Deca friends are saying that, nah, it's a milk run. Everything will be good. Everything will be kosher. But you know how it is in the shadows, my friends. One stray bullet, one stray alarm, one bad hack can put you 6 feet under. But unfortunately, my friend, the corpos have started to track this signal, so I'm gonna have to pop out. Now, you and I both know the tenets of Shadowrunning, and if you don't know, let me tell you. 1. Stick to the shadows. 2. Keep your gun loaded. And 3. Never make a deal with a dragon. That's all I got for now, my friends. I'm Ed S. Box, and I am signing out!
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.